Welcome back, everybody. So I hope that article was interesting. And to summarize some of the main points, as we heard in first part, this is the highest number of one you need to exchange for $1 since 2009. When the article was written, it was 1,400, but today it's even a little bit higher than that. Obviously, this is causing massive problems for a lot of people, particularly airlines. They actually pay their fees and rental fee in dollars, so their outgoing costs have risen dramatically. As you saw, there's even extra charges, so they're passing on that extra cost to the customers. So maybe you've noticed the rising price of flights if you're using Korean Air. Also, particularly hard hit is students. If you're a Korean student studying abroad, suddenly your fees, which are in US dollars, are much more expensive. Maybe some students even have to take on jobs just to cover the extra costs. Finally, on the plus side, if you are an American tourist, now is a fantastic time to visit Korea. Maybe the tourist industry here in Korea will be taking advantage of the possible influx of American tourists, helping the tourist industry to bounce back, make a comeback. So, yeah, I guess the people who benefit are kind of a very small group. Most people are at a disadvantage because of this. Maybe you are too.
Yeah, so everyone's trying to stretch that won as far as possible these days. But the dollar is freely spent.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exciting.
Which is interesting because if you talk to Americans, most of them will complain about how weak they feel the dollar is. But that's in America. It may not be weak compared to others, but they're not buying Korean beef in Korea. They're buying American beef. Well, they're buying whatever beef in American supermarkets. And that meat has gone up a lot.
Yeah, rising food costs, rising fuel costs.
Exactly. So yeah, don't be fooled. The dollar is not strong in America, just strong compared to others.
Have you been tempted, John, to go and buy dollars just in case the one rises even higher, over time?
I am not an economist, but I know for a fact the dollar cannot last at this level. I have seen the writing on the wall too clearly, even as someone who doesn't know much about the economy. The dollar is inflated, which means it will be deflated one day. It is not strong on a strong basis. It is like the word inflated means. It looks higher than it should be. And if I buy now, it's going to drop because that's my luck. Oh, well, you know what? Maybe I should buy so that I can release everybody from this hell.
Yes. Use your Murphy's Law to everyone's benefit.
And what is making the currency so strong? I mean, we just have economic woes in America and across the world. And with the pandemic, I mean, several things came in. The war, the pandemic, and then not only that, but the mass amount of jobs that are being left in America. We have the great resignation, as it were, across many Western nations, but definitely in America as well. And all these have just really screwed up the market system to the point where the dollar is skyrocketing, but so is the unfortunate cost of things in America. And the Federal Exchange Commission, FEC, right? I don't remember what they're called. Don't really care. We call them the Fed. And they unfortunately acted a bit too slow, according to some people. And guess what? Other people said. They went too fast.
Quickly.
So I am not an economist, so I don't know exactly, but I do know that a bunch of economic troubles have caused this to spiral out of control in America and hurt other countries.
So let's talk hypothetically. If the won were to suddenly get much stronger, how would that affect consumer prices here in Korea?
Yeah, I think it's just simple economics. If you have a stronger won, you're going to have a stronger market. Prices will probably not drop too much. I think prices will stabilize finally. These days, because of the falling won, prices are kind of going up. Ironically, with inflation, prices go up, and with deflation, prices seem to go up as well. And so at least things will stabilize and we will feel like we're able to purchase without being too financially ruined.
Although it depends. If you buy things from overseas, especially America, the price will be a lot cheaper. So
True.
if you're involved in trade, I just think about, well, when am I going to be able to buy my American makeup again? That's all I care about.
That's all you care
right
about.
now it's 16% more expensive, so I'm not buying it as a consumer.
So it actually could help the world market.
Exactly. You haven't seen how much makeup I buy. It would definitely be a boost to the world market.
Sometimes I wonder that, like, how much do I really affect I go to the same convenience store every morning, not every morning, most mornings to buy food. And I'm like, I wonder what percentage of their profit comes from me in the morning.
Yes. Am I single-handedly keeping them afloat?
Yes. Sometimes I feel like it with the amount I buy.
Let's drop down into the vocabulary section and take a look at those, and then we'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.
To no avail.
To no avail.
Immune.
Immune.
Foot the bill.
Foot the bill.
Get by.
Get by.
Stretch.
Stretch.